Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 1092, and we are live in Southwest Florida in my studio, aka the dinette in my RV. And I have some exciting news to share with you today, and I also want to show you some behind the scenes of what I'm working on. So, wait a few minutes for people to pop over from pre-chat and notifications because we are live, and I'd love to say hello to you. I would love to hear what you're working on today and then show you what I'm working on today. Hi Angela, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Hi Donna, good morning. Hi Sharon. Hi Judy and Thea, good morning. Hi, Marlene. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Val. Did anybody accomplish any goals this week? It's not bragging if you tell people things that you're proud of yourself for doing. If you made a goal and you accomplished the goal, and I'm going to tell you one that I'm proud of this week, it's not bragging when you're with people who encourage you and are happy that you achieved your goals. So if you achieved a goal this week that you set for yourself, I would love to hear about it. I'm sure everybody else would too. Hi, Tina and Yana, Joan, Judy, Teresa, Sharon. Hi, Barbara and Marianne. Good morning, everybody. So I asked myself last weekend when I found out my friend was sick. Hi, Althea. I promised that I was going to go on a healthy journey with her, and I made a commitment to walk 30 minutes every single day and start eating healthier. And I went for a 30-minute walk every morning, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today, Friday. I did it 6 days in a row, and I did it before I did anything else, like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, before I drank coffee, before I drank a smoothie, before I had time to convince myself not to go. I went for a 30-minute walk every day, and I'm proud of myself. Sharon is proud of, she made a crochet snake plant, 4 owls, and 2 bird keychains for a craft show. Wonderful. That's great, Sharon. Hi, Joe. Joe placed her pre-order. Yes, that's the next thing that I want to talk about. Crochet Power 2 Edgings, my newest book, book 22, is available for pre-order as of right now. I shared a link in the pre-chat. I'll also share the link in the video description. So if you can't find it on my website, which you should be able to find it on my website on your own, it'll be the most recent product added, most recent book added, and I will send out an email about it as well. This is what the cover looks like, and you'd be surprised at how much work it was to organize this cover. You know, you want something to look assorted and random, but you also want to have a pattern to it. Like, it takes a lot of finessing to make something look random but still be a pattern. and so I was trying to in order to make this cover, I had to take everything out of their bags. Like, I've organized everything by construction style and colors so that I could easily pull them out when I needed to. But in order to do this cover, I had to pull everything out and make it completely unorganized. Did not have the time to organize them, so I thought it might be fun for me to reorganize everything and put everything in bags with you this morning, and then you'll get to see some of the edgings as well. If you'd like that, let me know. If you have questions about the book, please let me know. Hi, Melanie. Good morning. Thea went for 2 walks this week. Absolutely, that's a start. Good for you. Yana's working on a new pattern. Wonderful. Hi, Mariana. Is there anybody here who would like me to help you learn how to write patterns? Is that something of interest? I know a lot of people still would like to learn how to read patterns, and that is going to be coming up in some videos as well. Hi, Cake Maker. Good morning. Yes, I think Cake Maker's answering my question. Would you like help in learning how to write patterns? Come on, Sugar. You coming up? That's a tight spot. He wants to jump up right here. Why don't you jump up over here or over here? Come on, over here, and I'll get you up from here. Come on. Yay! We've got a baby Bjorn. Hi, Sugar. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Oh, we had such a weird experience last night when we went outside. So we were sitting in our driveway, minding our own business like we do every night from like 9 to 11 or 8 to 10, somewhere in that range. And there was a kitty watching us from across the street. And there are kitties that are outside here, so I mean, I know that that happens, and so I'm just always watching them to make sure that they're not going to bother Bjorn and not going to fight him or whatever. You can't sit just right in front of the camera. And so last night, the kitty was watching us from across the street for a while, and then the kitty started howling. Well, it wasn't growling, but it was talking, and I was still like, I'm not sure. And then the kitty was talking to Bjorn and walking towards us, and the kitty was walking towards us and crying, talking, got halfway up our driveway towards us, and Bjorn still wasn't freaking out yet, so I didn't do anything. Bjorn started freaking out when the cat was about 15 feet away and crying at him, and I realized it wasn't friendly at that point, so I shooed the kitty away, picked Bjorn up to bring him in the house. And you know how, you may or may not know this, I've been not bragging, but I've always been really surprised by the fact that I had never heard Bjorn or Becker hiss ever in their lives. I heard his hiss last night. He hissed for the first time in his entire life. He's over 8 years old, and he hissed for the first time last night because he was scared as I was bringing him in the house after that kitty was being aggressive with us. So that was kind of sad. And he was a little spooked when we got back inside, but he's okay now. He's okay now. Okay, Sharon says she'd like to learn how to write a pattern too. Great. Yeah, I'd be happy to teach that. I want to teach all kinds of stuff. I know a lot of stuff, and I would love to teach. I would love to teach as many of the things that I know that I can. I know, Barbara. I felt so bad for Bjorn last night. I felt so bad for him. Like, what was he just sitting in his driveway? We were just sitting in our driveway. Oh. Oh, good, Tina. I'm glad I can help. My baby. My baby. All right, we got to start organizing here. We got to start organizing the book. You going to be helpful, or are you going to get in the way, or what are you going to do today? Oh, what are you going to do? He goes, I'm just going to sit here. Oh, can I hold you like a baby for a minute then? I'm sorry, but anytime he wants to be sucky, I'm going to have to hold him first. And then we'll organize. I can answer questions while Bjorn's being a baby. And I can describe the book a little bit to you too. So Crochet Power Part 2, Edgings, has 100 crochet edgings in the book. Every edging tells you is organized by construction style, and when it has a multiple, the multiple is shared as well. The reason why I say if it has a multiple, the perpendicular edgings, and there's certain construction styles that you wouldn't do a multiple, you would just do it in its own collective thing. However, when there is a multiple, like for top down, bottom up, and for the fringes, I have a whole chapter on fringes. If you like fringe but you don't like cut fringe, I've got a whole chapter for you on fringy type things. I think that's so cool. Is he looking at the camera? Oh, what a ham. Oh, yeah. Yes, Sharon. I'm going to be recording my falafel video today. So I will share that with you when I have that done. I soaked my beans 24 hours, and then I didn't have time to cook it last night, so I drained them and put them in the fridge just so that they would stay preserved. And then today, I know, it's so sweet that he likes to be held like this. Oh, what a sweetheart. Oh, and okay, so what was I saying? So it's 100 edgings, organized by construction style, tons of information in the front matter of how and where and why and when to use different edgings, how to add an edging to store-bought fabric, how to add an edging to knitting, how to add an edging to crochet, how to turn quarters in edging. There's a ton of information in the front part of the book. Then in the back of the book, there is a huge glossary and stitch symbol library. So whatever is in the pattern, or everything in the charts can be learned in the back of the book. Every stitch that is explained in the book has a glossary definition in the back of the book also. And the index, this index is amazing, if I do say so myself, simply because I added indexing for multiples, and not just for the multiples, but for the multiples by construction style. If you're looking for a multiple of 15 in a bottom-up construction, it doesn't matter if I index a multiple of 15 in a top-down construction. It's really way more valuable if that multiple indexing information is by construction style. Because if you're looking something up by multiple, chances are you already know what your construction style is as well. And for that reason, I just think it's that much more of an amazing resource if you're looking to embellish anything with an edging. Right? Don't you think so? Do you like the book? I think you do. You've certainly been very supportive while I wrote it. This is the first book that I have exclusively written from the RV, too. Many of my other products I started at the house before transitioning to RV, but this one will be the first book that I have written 100% from the RV, I believe. 8 boys. Oh, Yana, you mean you have 8 boy kitties? I think maybe. Hi, Linda. Hi, Karen. I can't believe he's not gonna. You don't want to get down yet? I got stuff to do. That's the hard part, right? The hard part is letting a kitty down. If a kitty doesn't want us to get down, hard part is letting him down so that you can get back to work. I gotta get back to work. You okay with that? No. I'm not ready to get down yet. Does anybody have any other questions about the book? I guess we could keep talking about it before I start showing too. Hi, Erica. Oh, I can tell you more about the pre-order. So the book is going to ship on or before October 15th. If you decide to purchase it during the pre-order, you will get a bonus gift of the ebook for free, which is a $12.99 value. So you'll get the ebook will be sent to your account. So you have to have an account in order for this to work too, but it's easy to do. You just sign up while you're placing your order, and as long as you do that, on the day your physical book ships, you will be getting your ebook in your account. And if you're unfamiliar with how an account works on my website, when you have an account, all of your downloads stay in your account library forever, and then you have 24-hour access to them, unlimited downloads. So let's say you change devices or you want your downloads on multiple devices. That works for all of your individual PDF patterns as well as ebooks. It's really, really cool. Right? Isn't it really cool? Sweetheart, I gotta put you down. Does anybody have any questions? All right, what if I try to organize one-handed? Will that work? Can I just hold you and pull my bags out? So some of these I already have organized. So so when you get the book, you'll see that bottom-up construction is all in blue. So it's with denim blue and a dustier, lighter blue also. So we're going to organize oh, here we go. So there's like a navy blue and a dusty denim blue. So all of the bottom-up constructions are in that style. All the perpendicular constructions are in teal and like a sea glass green. So when you see a blue chapter, that is the bottom-up construction. When you see the green chapter, that's perpendicular construction. And then when you see the gold chapter, look how pretty these are. These are little dangles that look like flowers, and they're not made individually, they're actually made as you go. So this construction, so as you're working across this double crochet row, you come down and start a flower, come down and start a, oh, so we'll go from this side. Come down and start a flower, come down and start a flower, come down and start a flower, then finish up the flower, and then continue on in your double crochet. Isn't that so cool? So actually that one could be worked bottom up or top down construction because of that. And if you wanted these closer together, this one has 6 double crochets in between each fringe. Let's say you did 2 or 3 double crochets between each fringe. Then you could you could space them closer together too. Can you see that? Really cool. So I'm going to organize these. So the stuff that got thrown into the bin is the stuff that got used in the photo shoot. So what I was going to do this morning is pull some of them out. You can see some of them, and if you go to the pre-order page, you can see a photo of all of the edgings there too. I have them kind of collaged by construction style, and each of the 100 edgings are represented there as well. Here's another one of the top-down edgings. So all the top-down edgings are in pinks and purples, but then they are organized into 3 sub-chapters because I thought that was kind of important too. So anything that's a 1-row repeat is done in this darker raspberry with the grape or darker purple colors, and then the 2-row repeats are done in that darker purple with the light rose heather as the base, and then the multi-row repeats are done with the dark and light rose. So all in the same color family, but organized, but even sub-organized, so that you can see these are 1-row repeats, 2-row repeats, and then multi-row repeats, which I think is another nice way to even organize things even more, because I want this to be a wonderful reference book. And so in order for it to be a wonderful reference book, I really think it's got to be easy to recognize where you want to go when you want to go there. So I'm going to organize these a little bit more. Here's more of the bottom up. Here's another super pretty floral fringy one. Wouldn't that be pretty on a baby blanket? And again, this is modifiable. What if you wanted this portion to be smaller? These are 5 chain sections. You could make these 3 chain sections if you wanted them smaller too. And we can talk about that over time as well. We can do a deep dive into any of the construction styles, or a deep dive into any of the modifying anything. And I'll take requests when that time comes too, like once you have the book. Here's a twisted fringe, and here's another one with like a spade with some picots on the edge of the spade. So pretty. Here's another more delicate floral fringe. So the gold ones are all the fringes. Is there any such thing as an all-purpose edging? An edging that can be used for anything? I'm not sure I understand what you mean, Donna. You mean just a double crochet border around something? Or what do you mean? I guess maybe I'm not sure what you mean by an edging. Because if you're looking for just a border to border anything, yeah, single crochet or double crochet make a great simple border. Here's another perpendicular edging. This one's really pretty. I love how the flowers pop on top, how there's a lot of texture to them. Let's see. I'm trying to read questions. Yeah. Edging is great for the bottom of a top. Absolutely. Here's another perpendicular one. Here's another perpendicular. Hey, stop it. More perpendicular. This is pretty. This is a perpendicular edging with pineapples in it. And here's a perpendicular edging with triangles. Such a pretty type of a scallop. Here's another type of a perpendicular scallop. That would also be super pretty. I've done this one on a baby blanket before, I believe. I think I did something like that on the shark tooth blanket that I did before. Okay, here's some more. Here's some fringe made out of foundation ovals. Isn't that beautiful? think I did that on the Stella crochet shawl. Here's another bottom-up construction with some motifs. That's really pretty. I've done that on shawls before too. Here's another perpendicular edging for the green chapter. Here's another 1-row edging. Let's see, where did I put that? Or is that 2 rows? 1 row. That's 1 row. Yeah, 1-row edgings are over here. See what a mess this is? Here's another, see, this is why I thought it was important to organize the top-down edgings into 1 row, 2 rows, and multi-rows, because otherwise it really doesn't make sense to have this and this in the same chapter otherwise. Wouldn't this be amazing as a skirt? Like, oh, can you just picture this at the bottom, even at the, let's say you did that as the lower body of a top, or made it at the bottom of a skirt. What if you have a dress that you think is too short? Add this to lengthen the dress. Wouldn't that be amazing? What's the name of this yarn? This is Lion Brand Wool Ease. And I believe this color is called Light Rose Heather. This color is called Dark Rose Heather. This one might be called Tide Pool. I can't remember, but they're all available on the Lion Brand website. But do you see why I wanted to perpendicular sideways? Yep, same thing, Sharon. Do you see why it made sense to separate the top-down construction into the 3 subcategories? Because if you're looking for this, you don't want to have to browse through all of this. Like I said, it was really important to me that I made this, the organization, in such a way that anybody could use this book as a quick reference all the time. Let's see. Yeah, it'd be great on a skirt or a top. I agree. Here's another 2-row edging. We'll put that one in this bag I already have started. Here's another one of those multi-row edgings. Oh, so pretty, right? On a shawl, a top, a blanket, even a table runner, or like a tablecloth would be beautiful with this edging on it too, like a circular tablecloth, or a shawl, or a skirt, a top. Here's another multi-row top-down edging. I love this one, so unusual. Here's another one. Thank you, Sharon. Here's some more of the multi-row edgings. This one has some beautiful popcorns along the scalloped edge. So beautiful. I love that. Here's another one. These are all top down. That one has some texture. By working behind the rows, you get that tiered effect. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see that? So that has tiers. That would be so pretty on a shawl. Here's another one of those really larger ones that would be just exquisite for a ruffled edge or a skirt or a top. So beautiful. Here's some more chain fringe. This one has picots at the bottom, which kind of looks like braids, not braids, beads. Here's a star edging. How cute is this? You could just make this as standalone garland to decorate a wall, or maybe decorate for a party. You could make the stars in different colors and then join them as you go with another color for a beautiful party decoration. Maybe holiday decorations that you would make one year and then use every year thereafter. Or add it to a baby blanket, or maybe to the hem of a baby dress or a little girl's dress. I mean, just so many things that would be adorable on. So many things. Here's another version of the chain fringe. Oh, this one's got picots on it. That's what it is. Here's some more bottom-up construction blues. We'll put those over there. Is this there's some ruffles. Here's some picots in the bottom-up construction. All right, where'd the greens? Okay, this is the perpendicular or sideways construction. This is pleats. If you've never done pleats before, this is really cool too. So it starts as a multiple of 18 stitches, and then when you fold the pleats and work the top row, this is bottom-up construction, then it turns into a multiple of 6. a multiple of 6. So any of the edgings that are bottom up construction, where the multiple changes from the beginning to where you start the rest of your project, all that's shared in the book too, because you need to know the multiple for starting something bigger than it ends up, but you also need the multiple for what is the finished edging so that you know what multiple you need for your project also. Anyway, I think pleats are so cool. Here's another top down. Another really pretty top down. I just love edging, can you tell? This one's really pretty too. That's a 2-row repeat. So we'll put that one, see? So even, they still need to be in the same chapter. They're still both top-down construction, but this is 2 rows and this is more than 2 rows, and that's why I really thought to separate out 1 row, 2 rows, and then multi-rows was going to make it even that much easier to organize. Oh yeah, that sounds fun, Sharon. Hi, Veronica. Here's another sideways construction or perpendicular construction. Here's another bottom-up. This is a bottom-up motif made in broomstick lace. Here is another bottom up with some picots. Here's one of my bags for the green perpendicular edging. Good. And then here's all the other bags for the one. I'm going to start pulling some of these colors in their appropriate bags. Whoopsie, just want to grab the greens here. Does anybody have any questions? I'm more than happy to keep answering questions while I go here. I knew that I had to, you know, if you don't stay on top of organization, right? It's just every once in a while, you know, especially when I'm in the middle of big projects like books, things get totally disorganized and out of control. And then I try to start reeling things back in, and then having to do stuff like the cover art is where things just went out of control again. So this bin, I haven't been able to put this bin back into its proper storage home because I needed to get it organized first. I don't want to have to come back to this mess. I've always been this way, but living in a small space now, it's that much more important now that I stay organized because things just get out of control and I run out of space. Here's some more 1-row edgings. Oh, any of these would be great on anything, right? So exciting, so exciting. Here's another super pretty 2-row repeat. This has some texture too. Can you see how there's a popcorn stitch in the front and then the picots on top, above it are in a different layer, like they're textured. Can you see that the popcorns are raised above? Which I just thought that texture was so interesting and such an interesting way to add a small edging that still has a lot of oomph to it. Here's another of the bigger edgings. And here's another of the big edgings. Oh, so pretty. I want a dress or a skirt in each one of these. I've been thinking whether or not it makes sense. Uh-oh, hold on, sugar, let me get, no, hold on. Of course he wants to get in the bin. All right, then I move everything out of the bin. Do you have to sit in there though? I'm kind of using this right now. Well, I guess technically I'm not using it right now. Technically, I'm still putting all of these back in their bags. Oopsie, here's one more. Oh no, but I already showed you that one. That's the one with the tears. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions about the edgings, the book, or the pre-order? Anything at all? Yes, Bjorn is hilarious. Yes, Judy has a wonderful point. The reason why it was important to me to write this book right away after Crochet Power is because I think to be able to use crochet, where'd my other bag go? To be able to make any of the projects from Crochet Power 1 and apply these edgings from Crochet Power too, oh my gosh, what is the math on that? You know what, I'm going to figure out the math later on. I wonder how many possibilities you really have, because there's hundreds of project ideas per stitch pattern, times 4 constructions times 19 stitch patterns in Crochet Power to begin with. So there's already hundreds, if not thousands, of ideas there. Then you add the variable of 100 edgings that could be applied to any of those projects. Shoot, I think you've got a lifetime of project ideas combining any of the projects from Crochet Power 1 with the edgings in Crochet. It's infinite. I mean, it's exponential, Judy. It would take some exponential math formulas to figure it out. I might do it later today, but it might get complicated as well if I'm trying to be super technically accurate, because some of the projects are for some of the construction styles in the first book. So I would have to not do 19 times 4 times all of the projects. I'd have to separate out different projects for each of the 4 construction styles, then multiply all that by 19, but then do the exponential math to figure out 100 edgings, because any of these edgings could be put on any of those projects. So yeah, it's way, way, way in the thousands, which for most of us would be a lifetime of projects. What do you think about that? How about a lifetime of projects? Do you want something? I know you don't like kitty hats. You don't need a kitty sweater down here in Florida either. You've liked kitty toys that I've made before. Yeah, probably way more than thousands. Yeah. Where can you get the book? You can pre-order the book on my website right now, and it will be available as an ebook once the book comes out, and it will be available for purchase on Amazon once it comes out as well. It is pre-order right now on my website, but the benefit of ordering it in pre-order is that when the book comes out, you will get the ebook for free, and that is a $12.99 value. You need to place your order while logged into your account, and on the day your book ships, you will be gifted the ebook in your account. Does that make sense? If that doesn't make sense to anybody, please let me know, because it's a great perk for the pre-order. I've been doing this for the last few books, and I know a lot of people have taken advantage of that huge savings. It's a $12.99 value. Can I have the bin back? It says, no, you cannot. It'll be a paperback book, Karen. I don't produce hardcover books at this point. I produce paperback books. I believe it's 130 pages. I have to check the page count. I don't recall now off the top of my head. Let's see. Let's just take a look real quick here. I believe it's 130 pages. Let's see if I'm right. Give me a second. I've got to scroll through it. Yes, very large print, 14-point font. So when a book is categorized as large print, I don't know if you're aware of this, but when a book is categorized as large print, it is 129 pages. So it's 129 pages long. When a book is categorized as at large print, it's 16-point font. I did not do it that large. I did 14-point font. So it's just shy of a large print book, but I didn't think that we needed to go that large in order to make it super easy to read. And I also really just wanted to keep it affordable still. And so, what are you doing? You playing with me? So I didn't, you run, the larger you make the font, the more pages it is, the more it costs. So I really try to balance what is the sweetest spot between make it as easy as possible to read and still keep the price down. And 14-point font is where I feel that's where I can give the best value and the best experience for reading a technical book. That's a great idea, Lydia. I have not found a spiral bound option that's in the right price point. The font what size is the font in Crochet Power? 14 point. It's 14 point font in all of my books since Motif Magic, when I first started independently publishing. As long as I've been the publisher of my books have been 14 point font. Do I still Power 1? Do I still have Crochet Power 1? Yes, it's still available. It will always be available along with all of the books that I independently publish. Everything from Motif Magic through now Crochet Power 2 are all 14 point font. They are all really easy to read, and they're all available on my website as paperback books that I can personalize and autograph for you. They're available as ebooks for instant download on my website, and they're all available on Amazon as well if you would like to purchase through Amazon wherever you live. Thanks, Judy. Do you see those Tootsie Toesies in there? Can you see those? Somebody is just living their best life in the bin. Thank you, Angela. Yes. Yes, if you're interested, you can sign up to be a member on my Patreon site, where I share lots of behind-the-scenes goodies and lots of perks and benefits, including handmade note cards that I send out every month, and spoke note notes, and even 15-minute consulting sessions, consulting videos. I do all sorts of wonderful benefits for people that choose to join me on Patreon, and you can learn more of that at Patreon. There's a link on my website also. Oh, who's a sweet baby? Yeah. He's doing one of these, you know. Come here, give me some attention. Angela just received Crochet Power from Amazon, but we're still in pre-order right now, so the only place to purchase it right now is on my website. And sure, I can show you the cover again. You're being so spunky this morning. Are you Sassy Pants? Mm-hmm. Sassy Pants Baby Bjorn. What do you think of the cover? Do you like it? Did Mommy do a good job? Yeah. So this is what the new cover looks like. Crochet Power 2, Edgings, 100 edgings in the book. As you saw this morning, we've been organizing them back into their bags. I like to keep everything in airtight bags. I do plan on doing a Knit Power book. I do. I plan on continuing on the Crochet Power series, and I do plan on adding knit. Look at this sand sack. And I do plan on doing Knit Power books also. In fact, I have even started some of the content of the first Knit Power book right now. It is going to be in the same style as the first Crochet Power, where it will be an assortment of stitch patterns shown in even in rows, even in rounds, increase in rows for like a top-down shawl, and increase in rounds for like a square or an afghan that grows from the center out. So that's going to be amazing too. Thank you, Angela. Yes, 2 is available for pre-order now. And then in the Crochet Power series, I'd like to continue on and do something with motifs. I'd like to continue on and do a book on yokes. Like, I think there's a lot of ways that we can continue on in this Power series. Thank you, Elle. Hi, Sabrina. What's the matter? You're not getting enough attention, huh? Well, why don't you get out of the bin and say hi to everybody? All right. Well, I guess I looks like I've run out of bags too, so I'm gonna have to get some more bags. I don't know where they all went. Anyway, good thing I have more bags anyway. And then I'll get this all organized, and then I should be finishing the second knitting course today. So I'll be working on editing that for the next few days. Here in US is, we have a holiday on Monday. It's Labor Day. I will not be going live or sharing videos on Monday, but I will be back on Tuesday for the next episode of the Kristin Omdahl Show, which will also be Shawls for Sharing and Giving Tuesday, and we'll be talking more about the charity and the charity shawl that I've been working on. So we'll do that on Tuesday, and then we'll go back to our regular schedule for the rest of the week. So won't be live on Monday. If I get my falafel video done today, I might share that today or tomorrow. Otherwise, that'll be next week as well. And so have a wonderful long weekend, everybody, and I will see you Tuesday. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you Tuesday if I don't see you in a video before then. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.